Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Welcome, thank you so much for joining me. I call you friends because you stop by and hang out in my craft room with me, and I really appreciate it. This is my No Paper Left Behind wrap-up video for January. I can't believe that it's only the first month of the year because it seems like I have made so much stuff already. So No Paper Left Behind, if you're not familiar with it, Daniela Hayes started it last year, and Susan Tootsie Tucker and I joined her, and it is a challenge to yourself. We're not competing with each other, we are competing with ourselves, and the idea is pick a paper out of your stash. The goal is not to go out and buy something, and commit to using it in the month. So for me this month, you guys picked my biggest No Paper Left Behind ever. It was 12 by 12 navy florals, 36 sheets. I typically do a collection pack, something like this, or 6 by 6 and accessories. I also checked with Daniela, and one of the things that I did for No Paper Left Behind a couple times last year was I used paper pads or packs that I had already, I think Daniela calls them skeleton packs. Mine, I wouldn't call skeletons. Mine, I have a tendency to go in and, like on this one, had I opened it up before we started, I would have taken this out and this out, maybe some of this, and then closed it back up. So those are really hard for me to get back to. But this one was brand new, and you saw most of what I made before. I'm just kind of showing you how it turns out. I'm not going to do full flip throughs. You'll see this journal plenty in my goals video, and you'll see this one, I guess we're going to call it the more sleek or simple one without rounded corners. I'm going to do a tutorial series, so you'll see this one in that. And then I bet this one is going to be a giveaway soon. Maybe, yeah, I think it should be a giveaway soon. So we'll figure that out. So, I mean, you'll have other ways to see them. The only things I've really made, so I made these and I added a few accessories. Oh, this is a different video. I added a few accessories, like I punched a hole and I put the tag here and a flower, and I wanted that for my book. And I think I added this, and I added a tag here. Just little bits of stuff here and there in the books. Nothing really, really shocking because I didn't have a lot of paper left, right? One of the things I did was I went through and I took some of the corners that I had cut and I just glued them down. That was it. I didn't want to waste those nice pieces of paper with the gold foiling on them, so I made them count. And then here I had a strip of paper. So just little things like that. I circled back through the journals and found a couple places where I thought they needed something. I made 2 more cards. I need a bunch of birthday cards. So here's a birthday card. This one I don't have the sentiment on yet, and you can see I die cut a whole bunch of flowers. I know which centers I want to use in them, but I can't find them right now because my craft room is a mess. So I'm hoping as I clean, I will find them. And I really like how this one turned out. This was one of those journaling cards. This one didn't actually have the lines. And I trimmed it as tight as I could around up to the gold and then rounded the corners. And all the other cards I showed before, I have a few random flowers left. I haven't decided if I'm going to use them on here. I kept the covers of the journals smooth. And I don't know, maybe I should I have this piece of paper left. I don't like this paper, that's why it's left. But I just didn't have anything that I thought was worthy of the cover of this. And even if you have very specific papers, you can always use dyes or, on a solid color paper in green, pink, blue, any one of these colors. This is almost like a purpley gray. So you could put a sentiment on it, or you could mat it with a solid cardstock and then stamp something. Even if you use all the paper for the collection, you have a way to use it up, right? Like Joy and Joyful didn't come from this paper collection, and I still think they're great. So we have this. I'm going to toss it. I didn't love this paper, you guys. I just didn't. And then these. That's it. That's all there is out of 36 12 by 12 sheets. And I love this. I really, really enjoyed working with this paper. The one thing about it was DCWV. It wasn't quite as thick as the Echo Park that I typically work with. It certainly wasn't anything like Cartabella. Echo Park, Authentique, Cartabella, you can always depend on the quality of the paper. So like I mentioned before, I did double up the papers for the journal covers themselves. So just something to keep in mind. I'm going to take all these, I'm going to put them in my burn bag. And call that one done. So no paper left behind for January, done. Now, let's talk about February. For February, I really do need some cards. And so I was thinking I would use one of these collections. I have a couple people that have been requesting cards. So which one of these collections would you like to see me make? I would guess it's going to be cards. I mean, I reserve the right to change my mind, but I think Meow and Coffee, both of these collections they're going to lend themselves to greetings. So the stickers on the coffee are today's plan, or drink coffee and be awesome. Coffee is always a good idea. Dear Coffee, I need you. Love me. I like big cups and I cannot lie. Coffee and friends make the perfect blend. This might also be kind of a cheerful journal. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I make a journal with this one or cards? I have a lot of coffee drinking friends. Coffee is a really, really big deal here in the Pacific Northwest. We take it seriously. Then Meow. This one would be, I just need to tell you that you are perfect. Me and my best friend. Smile. Furry friends. If all else fails, snuggle with your kitty. I love my cat this much. The dog did it. This is one of those ones with the alphabet set. I don't love those because I have plenty of alphabet stamps. I would probably need to use some sentiments on these. I don't know. I might make birthday cards for pet lovers with this. I'm not sure. So let me know which one you'd like to see. And if you have ideas about what you want to see me make with it, let me know. I think this project and this tutorial will probably be separate, where I show you how to make a journal, and it's going to be slow and it's going to take forever. And I think to do that, I'm going to use Magic and Wonder. I made a journal with this before and I loved it, so I picked up another one. So if you want to be part of that and make a journal along with me, go ahead and start thinking about what paper pack you want to pick. It does not have to be a collection pack. It certainly doesn't have to be Echo Park. You'll need about a dozen pieces of paper, pretty sturdy. And if you want to make a more junky journal like this one, then feel free to get some little bits like this or some bits like this. We're going to start simple, but I'll probably talk to you about how you could add those. Let's see what else. I think that's all for now. I'm sure I have channel updates and other things I've forgotten to tell you, but we'll figure that out later. If you have a stash that's growing a little bit too much, be sure and dig into it. We are always excited to have people join us for No Paper Left Behind. And remember, it's a challenge to you. It's between you and yourself. We're not judging whether you finish or how much you do, or if you use a 48 page 12 by 12 pack or a half of a 6 by 6 that you had left. It is between you and your stash. So thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to link, in my description box, I'm going to have a bunch of other people that have joined us in No Paper Left Behind. Go tell them that I sent you and give them some encouragement, because sometimes it seems like a really fun idea and then partway through, maybe not. But if you join us, you will learn so much. I shop differently. I think differently before I cut into a paper pad. I really think about making my projects efficiently so that I have fewer scraps, or planning before I cut. I have never in my life been that kind of person. And now, I don't overthink it, but while I drink my coffee, I might think, I'll make the journal first, and I want to make it a certain dimension. It really changes things, and I have learned so much. And be sure and check out Daniela Hayes and Susan Tootsie Tucker. They've been doing this a long time, and they both made videos explaining No Paper Left Behind too. So if I haven't done a good job, they can help you out with it. I hope you're having an absolutely great night and you're ready for a great weekend. Bye-bye.